Well, hello and welcome into a Rogue Attraction first. Tom and Zord here. I had to talk about this. This is huge news in the Disney community. Chapek has been ousted in the best terms, and multiple sources have confirmed the Disney company itself. I have right now to share up on the screen right from the Hollywood Reporter. Bob Chapek has been replaced and Bob Iger is coming back to Disney to, I guess, right the ship. So this is huge. Obviously, Bob Chapek is a money guy, and he was not liked by most of the park community. And Alexander Lee, Bob Iger was the previous CEO, and he is also the chairman of the board. This is interesting timing. I'm curious on what the quarterly earnings report would have been. But I had to talk about this because this is and what's up, Sean Landrigan? Uh I had to talk about this. This is too big not to have talked about. So we got to break this down. Now I know a lot of people thought that Chapek was obviously. This is just I'm so shocked. It is a stunning turn of events that Iger is coming back. I'm curious on someone who was meant on spending money to come back in and not spend money, but I hope that this is a good turn for the company. I'm just curious. And here's the statement itself from Hollywood Reporter from Disney's board of directors announced the decision tonight, couple minutes ago. We thank Bob Chapek for his service to the Disney over his long career, including navigating the company through an unprecedented challenge of the pandemic, said Susan Arnold, chairman of the board, in a statement. The board has concluded that as Disney embarks on an increasingly complex period of industry transformation, Bob Iger is uniquely situated, to lead the company through this pivotal period. Now, my question is, what does this pivotal period mean? Um, Iger came in and spent what $71 billion on Fox. And I want to say hi to Eric Jimenez. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Uh, this is huge. I was not expecting this. Which is interesting because he did just sign a multi-year contract, which means Disney had to buy him out of the contract. Iger even acknowledged in an email Disney employees Sunday that he is returning with an incredible sense of gratitude and humility. Interestingly enough, humility. And I must admit, a bit of amazement. This seems like a very interesting turn. I'm just kind of curious. It almost seems like they set Chapek up to be a sacrifice. I don't know. It is beyond my comprehension right now because I was not expecting this to happen. But this is huge news. Iger has agreed to serve as Disney CEO for 2 years with a mandate from the board to set the strategic direction for renewed growth and to work closely with the board in developing a successor to lead the company at the completion of his term. So just a 2-year period, which is an interesting time frame. Iger stepped aside as CEO in February 2020, right when things were getting dicey, and handed the reins over to Chapek. Not really for that full time because he did remain and kind of controlled things for a little bit. Of course, Arnold noted that in her statement, the novel, whatever it is, the situation we've had recently took its toll on the company, shutting in the theme parks, cruise ships, and stopping most of film and TV production for a while. It also, however, turbocharged streaming growth, which I don't know, Disney Plus is doing the best on that. I mean, they have decent numbers, but so I don't know what we think, but calling his tenure rocky is true. Chapek has definitely maybe made some political or company missteps. But I just don't know. When you bring in someone whose main things during his tenure with Iger is spending, right? He bought Pixar, he bought Lucasfilm, he bought Marvel, he bought Fox, he bought a lot of brands, and he brought a lot of IP into the company, which was good for the entertainment side of things. But I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to go about this. Is there going to be a renewed focus on? Sorry, I was just reading through the article. I'm Alexander Lee. I don't think I've said this before. The radioactive chicken heads seems a little bit too far afield for my channel based on theme parks. I'm sorry, but kind of curious. People in the chat, do you think that this is a bold move for the company, or do you think this is a little bit more step back? I'm just kind of curious because, I mean, Iger, he what was $4 billion for Lucasfilm, or $7 billion. Like, he just spent so much. I'm just trying to figure out how you can go along to and bring on someone to spend more. I hope he's not going to spend more. I mean, then, like, I don't get it. Like I said, this was shocking news to me. I literally just came back from Animal Kingdom. I was just at Sanaa. I was at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Had a great time. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the Zort says hi to you too, Rolling Chairs. His opinions on this are a little bit more risque to say on YouTube. But I'm just, is this the right turn? I wish I had more time to fully grasp anything, but I was shocked. I did not expect this to come. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just shocked by it. And what's up, Rolling Chairs? How you doing? I know this is not the normal type of content, but I'm going to see if I can reach out to. It's a little late, but let's see. I'm going to reach out and see if some other. It is in the. It is. They have the official statement from Disney. Rolling Chairs. It's actually in the article from the board. So there is the official statement. Let me. What I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so we can see that, and I will scroll back up to where the official statement is from Disney, and let's get that zoomed in. So here is the statement from the board. I'll say it again because people came in. Some people just came in. Let's see how that looks. All right, you can see that. So this is the official statement from the board of Disney's board tonight. I mean, when I checked, it was like 2 minutes ago that this news was. It took me a while to turn my computer on and set stuff up, and I'm not used to doing this type of breaking news content. And what's up? Hey, the Bean Pad, how you doing? Hi, Hale. This is, like I said, this is a little new, and yeah, this is surprising to me. But here, I'll read this out again. We thank Bob Chapek, or I don't call him the other names, Bob Chapek, for his service to Disney over his long career, including navigating the company through an unprecedented challenge of the pandemic, said Susan Arnold, chairman of the board, in a statement. The board has concluded that as Disney embarks on an increasingly complex period of industry transformation, whatever that means, Bob Iger is uniquely situated to lead the company through a pivotal period. All right. Bob Iger has a 2-year contract, stated below in the article that he has agreed to come back to Disney, and it's going to be until Iger can find a suitable replacement. I don't know what that means too. To me, it seems like Chapek was picked for the slaughter, so to speak. They picked him up, they put him in a position, and he had to weather the worst of this. So I do kind of feel bad from that way. I do think that we have the beam pad saying this was planned. Chapek was just filler until they figured out how things were going to turn out with everything going on, avoiding Iger's name being tarnished. That is a very good point, the beam pad, and I agree. This is definitely, he was a sacrificial lamb. He was definitely a sacrificial lamb. I'm curious on how much his contract buyout is. That's a very interesting because his contract was renewed in June. Do you think this will be good for Disney? Rolling chairs. Honestly, if Disney stays out of certain things, maybe. I don't. The person running it. I mean, except for the fact that Chapek, Iger loves to spend money. Except for that, he's more of a politician. He's definitely more capable in navigating the entertainment industries, but I don't know. The company needs a duo leadership again, similar to Wells and Eisner. I don't know. I think this 2 years would be interesting. It's during the end of a presidential run and stuff like that. And I don't like to do politics on here, but I think obviously after the next election, things might be different. So I don't know. It's definitely a interesting time right now in terms of everything. As for what I think, maybe I don't know, but we will have to see. Like I said, I was going to reach out to see if any of my friendly neighborhood Disney people would want to chime in. Like I said, this was a last minute thing, so I'm going to reach out to see if OG 55 or anyone wanted to hop in quickly. So give me 1 second. I'm just typing. Hopefully they'll say yes, because I do want more opinions. Play pet. Not. He is cozy in the scarf. He's gotten lots of compliments on his scarf. I'm glad I knit it for him. I have to work on it. Play goodbye so soon. I will get copyright claimed for playing songs. Just saying. I would like not to be. They're not really happy about playing songs and stuff like that. Just kind of how it works out. But I did reach out to Orange Grove 55. I'll see if they respond. I don't know their Sunday schedules and everything like that. I'm getting interesting comments. Dark times ahead. So I'm curious, but we will see. Honestly, I think this is an interesting turn. Will it be bad or good? It all depends on what Iger does politically. I think that's the main aspect here. If he rights the ship, honestly, I think he could correct certain things in entertainment, maybe, because we do remember that we did get Infinity Ward. You think it's okay? Rolling Chair says, "I think it's nice to see Disney trying something new. I still feel like it'll be a while till we see some pivot, see some positive change." I agree. I think that 2 year time of him trying to find a appropriate successor is exactly what you're talking about. This is not going to be a smooth time for Disney. I don't think so. Will Iger pivot more things to the parks? I don't know. I think he'll focus on improving streaming and improving the Disney Plus catalog. That's my general guess right now, but I'm not sure. Uh, I will say the parks are crowded. I mean, I was in Animal Kingdom today, and oh, what's up, and Fate? Nice to see you in here too. Um, I don't think it's going to be. I think they're losing some revenue on the parks. They're losing some revenue on merch, but they're still crowded. Flight of Passage had a 165-minute wait today, and it was raining. It wasn't even a good day, so that can tell you something about what's going on. I was at Hollywood Studios a couple of days ago. Rise of the Resistance had a 4-hour wait at an hour before park close. So I agree. I don't know if he would do that though. I don't think he would do a clean house. If anything, they would have had Chapek do that and then bring Iger back in as the White Knight, as the savior, right? After after Chapek, yeah, they do need to go back to focusing on animation. I do think so. I didn't dislike Encanto for what it was. I actually thought it was kind of nice, and I could see where kids would like it. It wasn't my favorite, but the music was good. So Encanto, I definitely think was Strange Worlds looks like it's gonna flop. I really think so. I have not I watched the trailer. I have no want to see that, but I agree. I think new original animation properties versus live action remakes are a lot more into it. Yes, Encanto is probably. I mean, I like Coco too, but Coco's Pixar. But like Encanto and Coco are probably my two favorite recently, based on music and alone kind of. Storylines are different, but I think their animation is good, and that's a big part. Like I just don't know. Imagineering is definitely they need more attractions. And this is me being a Disney World person. They need more attractions here in Disney World. They need to make it so there's more attractions, which means less people are waiting for the few attractions in each park. But yeah, this is wild stuff right now. The fact that this occurred. Uh, as for what I think will go forward, I don't know. I haven't seen the stock yet, so let me actually bring up Disney stock quickly. I'm going to disclose that I am a stockholder or a shareholder in the company. Um, I want to see what the Disney stock price is right after this announcement. It is on an upward trend. Okay, let me share this quickly. Um, so let me share 1 second because I don't think they will ever actually make a full film about Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I don't know why. The ride is really good. I just don't like the animation style. It looks a little too Ren and Stimpy. And not that I don't like Ren and Stimpy, but like I just think that's a good point. There's not much traditional 2D animation left in terms of I don't think of the animators in Disney animation, and I also don't know if they have rehired any traditional 2D animators. So I'm gonna bring up quickly the stock right now. Let's get that a little bit bigger. So let me just scroll down. All right. So they are on a slight uptick after the announcement. This is a little bit behind though. So I don't know if this news will affect today. I do think it might improve with Hollywood because I think Iger was much more liked. So, okay, zoom in. There we go. No. So I think that will prove in with Hollywood. I think I don't know. So they were on a slight uptick at 4 p.m. We'll see tomorrow since they already closed. I'm curious how that'll work. But this is definitely making headways and people are catching up. Even quarterly financials. So their revenue was up in September, 8.72%. Net income up. So interesting. But this is definitely something I think Jay just went live too. I wasn't gonna have a long stream about this. I just wanted to talk about this quickly because it's big news and I think it had to be talked about. I'm not really a breaking news channel, but this was something I thought needed to be discussed. None of my friends got back to me though. Oh, one message. Interesting, Matt. Well, I'm going to say this. This was just a short thing. I wanted to talk about the news. We talked about it. Thank you guys for showing up. And odd because normally Zort should be in charge of Disney 100%. There would be 100% more Zort. I have watched Disney Encanto. Yes, I have watched it. I liked it. It was a very nice family film. I think some of the songs like "You Don't Talk About Bruno" and what was it, the Pressure song? Like I think they had good songs and they were catchy. But like I said, this is just a quick live talking about this stuff. It's late here. It's 10:30. I don't know what time it is for other people, but I thank people that came in to watch. I know that there's Mario Kart streams going on. I think Jay's probably just went live to talk about this too. So, favorite part of the movie Encanto? You are leaving. Well, I think that I don't know what else to talk about. I talked about the news. I can chat a little bit more, but I think that this was maybe inevitable. I'm not super surprised, but I think it was an inevitable event that happened. He was the scapegoat. He was 100% the scapegoat. And thank you. I will have a nice night. Thank you guys for joining in. Here's a quick little news blurb. But have an awesome night. Those of you that are night, have a good morning. Those of you that are morning. I know this is a little weird, but we covered the news. And see you guys later on. Don't be afraid to be the fool. Have fun on your vacations. Don't forget to say hi. I won't bite, but Zort might. And thank you guys for hanging out. Later, everyone. Bye.